Namaste, good morning. Thank you so much for joining today. It's early morning practice. Please practice according to your condition. Take your time to warm up. We do some exercises to warm up the body, but again, the body might not be so willing to move in the morning, so just be mindful of that. So on that note, let's begin. Let's begin by sitting up tall, supremely still, close the eyes. Bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you are everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So now do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you know it, of course, you can do it along with me. If not, just imagine you're chanting through the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits of the purification of the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channel, and all the bodies around us. Om Pavitra Pavitra Vasawa Vashtanga Topiwa Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabahya Vihantrahaschi. Start off with the seed mantras in order to stimulate all the chakras, the main energy sources, centers along the main psychic channel that runs coincident with the spine. So as you do this, we visualize a color and we imagine we're opening up that gate. Through each of these gates, eventually the energy will pass right up. And the energy is ready to rise when it is said that when the energy rises up to the top, that's where we can experience divine bliss. But in order for that energy to be triggered, to be unleashed, we have to be in observance of all the ethical rules, the ethical precepts. So all the more reason to remain in a state where we're bringing about no harm to any beings. And just exercising, coming out of a place of, exercising all actions, thoughts, and deeds out of a place of love and compassion. So let's just keep that in mind as well as we go through our path of yoga. So now starting at the base of the spine, the color is red. Sound is lam, so we just repeat the tone 7 times, the sound 7 times, 7 tones. Repeat after me. Lam, 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 lam. Repeat. Lam, 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 lam. Repeat those 7 tones. Next, at the sacral region, the sacral chakra. Vam, 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 vam. The color is orange. Vam, 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 vam. Going up to the navel now, the color is yellow. Rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum. Again, repeat. Go up to the heart chakra now. The color is green. Yum, 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 yum. Repeat. Yum, 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 yum. Now the base of the throat, the color is blue. Hum, 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 hum. Your turn. Hum, 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 hum. Now the third eye, color is indigo. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. Now finally the crown chakra, the color is violet. One long sustained om. Just allow the sound to ride the breath. Inhale. Once again, inhale. Take a moment, just notice any effects, any changes in the state of the body, the mind, or the emotions. Have no concern as to what you observe. Just be like the witness, watching everything with non-judgment, with unconditional love. Now throughout the practice, we merge with that divine supreme witness within. We see everything through the eyes of God, who is the supreme witness. So seeing everything again with nothing but unconditional love on our minds, cultivating a deeper love for all beings. So now, let's put that into practice. Let's come to standing. We'll do spiritual breathing to start. Stand with your feet about 10 inches apart. Bring your arms up with the palms facing slightly upwards. From the fingertips, inhale from the fingertips down through the arms and into the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4. Draw the best from the universe into the heart. 6, 7, 8. Hold the attention there. Locate the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms, just the breath leaves out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, attract all that you need through your attention down from the fingertips into the heart. 4, draw it into the arms. 6, 7, 8. Hold it all in the heart, make it an offering to the divine witness within. Exhale out through the arms again, just the breath. 2, 3, 4. Everything that you pulled in stays in. 6, 7, 8. Last time, inhale from the fingertips down through the arms and into the heart. Drawing the very best of the best. And then holding it all in the heart. Again, imagine God sitting there and make that an offering to God. Exhale out through the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. Now we'll continue with some exercise just to wake up the body a little bit, get the blood flowing. Do the exercises with energy, with vigor. Do the breathing with conviction in order to get the full benefit of the practice, of the movements. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Inhale, straight up, spread the fingers. Exhale, pull down, form fists with your hands. Now inhale, straight out in front. Exhale, pull in. Same movement with the hands. Opening up and closing up. Now release. Now swing the arms back and forth. Throw the arms back behind the ears. And then release. Arms come across the chest on the inhale. Exhale, throw the arms back. Alternate across each time. What we're doing through these exercises is bringing the body, moving the joints, bringing the body into a state of radiant health. Now bring your arms up over the head on the inhale. Exhale, toss the body down. You can bend the knees a little bit as you come down. Allow the belly to hit the thighs. One more. And just stay down this time. Allow the body to stop shaking, bouncing. Then roll your way back up. Now inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, come down to squat. So if you can't come down all the way, just go down to the level that you can. Be mindful of your knees. Inhale, raise up and down. And then right back up. Pull the elbows up to the side. We're going to twist from side to side. The inhale happens in the center. Exhale to each side. Center. Next one, 4 movements again. There's a squat, so just come down to the level that you can. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, pop right up. Exhale, circle the arms down and continue. One more. And release. Arms in front of the body here, the wrists the height of the shoulders. Inhale, circle all the way to the front, full circle. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. Feel as though the arms were spring-loaded. Now drop the arms by the sides of the body. Almost the same movement, except a circle and a quarter. Inhale all the way to the front, and then to the, and then exhale, pull in and drop the arms down. And release. Next one, open your feet a little bit more. Toes pointing beyond the edges of the mat. Going from side to side, working the waist now. Left arm up, inhale. Bend to the right on the exhale, right arm up, inhale. Bend to the left on the exhale. And back up. Next one, the same movement, but the breathing's a little bit different. Raise the left arm up on the inhale, and then hold the breath, go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And coming back up on the exhale. Raise right arm up on the inhale. Lean to the left, allow left hand to slip down the left leg. And return on the exhale. Continue. Use the left arm to use the breath, the inhale, to carry you quite deep, and then go deeper on the exhale, on the breath retention if you can. And then come back up. Try not to make folds in the waist and the underside of the body as you lean from one side to the other. Lose yourself in the sensations and imagine all beings experiencing this through your body. So it's important to deliver the best of the best experience that you can. What you're feeling is to an extent affecting all beings. Keep that in mind as you practice. So you practice with mindfulness, consciousness, and compassion. Keep in mind that God is sitting right in the heart, experiencing this as well, because God is equally present in all forms. So all the more reason to practice in a way that doesn't bring harm or suffering to that divine witness within. Stretch. Feel like a blade of grass blowing in the wind, always pliable. Staying pliable in the body as well as the mind. Be receptive to all experiences. Keep on moving gracefully. Watch the body moving in your mind. See the body moving with grace and fluidity, and this will transpire in your practice, or translate in your practice. One more, going to your left. And then coming back. Come on to the hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees about hip width apart. Cat-cow. Inhale, we're going to arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, scoop the chest forward. Exhale. Round your back. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. And then the back skin on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Telescope the neck out of the shoulders. Make sure you don't jam up the lower back. Exhale. Make sure you don't close up the airway completely. Keep a little space between in your throat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Sit bone spreading. Exhale. And pull right together to point. Inhale. Shoulder blades sink towards another. Exhale. Separate. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push the belly button down. Exhale, throw it up through the lower back. Inhale, stay in the heart. Push it down and forward. So you're pushing right through your rib basket. Exhale. Push it right up between your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Then come back to just neutral back. Raise your right leg up. On the inhale, exhale. Swing out to the left, right. Loosen the hip joint. Modify the movement, slow it down if you need to. You can just imagine throwing your leg up. And the head goes back as well. And then the other leg, left leg up on the inhale, and then swing out to your left. You can just do this at the speed that you're comfortable with. If you can, try to keep the foot, prevent the foot from going lower than the hip. And release. So just come onto the belly. Bring your hands down, stacking them one on top of another, and the forehead on top of the hands. Anchor down to the lower body, from the hips all the way down to the thighs, and then tops of the feet. Now the inhale, going to lift the chest, pull the elbows way up to the side. Exhale, come back, slide the elbows right in front of the other. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Press one elbow in front of the other, and then switch the next time. The other one comes in front. Inhale, working the shoulder blades. Feel as you can see right through your skin at the action of them separating, coming together and then separating. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Down. Up. Down. Down, one more, up and down. And then just allow your hands again to slide one on top of the other. Forehead on the hands, breathe in. Exhale, relax, drop all the tension, fatigue out of the body. Now, bring your arms in front. Options here. Just lift the arms and legs at the same time and exhale down. If you feel stronger, throw the legs up. And when the legs come down, the hips and the chest will press into the ground, and this gives you a bit of the ability to lift the upper body. So it looks like this. Okay, so you can do whichever one you want. So let's go. And then release. Bring the forehead on the hands, breathe in, and breathe out. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, lift up into table, and send the seat behind the heels. Inhale, we're going to come up, roll up into high cat. Exhale, hips to the hands, press the chest forward, head goes back. Inhale, come back into high cat. Exhale, bring the seat all the way back behind the heels. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, forward, chest open, shoulders back. Back up on the inhale. Exhale, all the way back, seat behind the heels. And then up. Forward. Up. And back, move gracefully. Feel as you can try to keep that nice smooth curve in the spine without making any sharp bends at either end. And then up and back. So it's like the lower back and the back and neck. Inhale up. Forward, tusk of the neck out of the shoulders, the trunk out of the hips, and then back up. All the way back. And then inhale. Exhale. And then up. And back. Use your imagination to visualize beautiful, your body moving beautifully. And back up. And and back. So just try to imitate the wave of an ocean coming out of the water, emerging, and then reaching full height. And then starting to crest. And then disappearing back into the water. And up. Forward. And up. And back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Move in a way that makes the body feel good. And then back. Exhale. And then up. And forward. Just go to the edge of your potential. Up. And back. Be willing, be adventurous to try new things. Up. Forward. Up. And back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And back. Doing these warm-up exercises, we're building a strong foundation for the rest of the practice. And forward. And back up. And all the way back. And then rest here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, the strongest foundation, however, is the ethical foundation. The spiritual foundation through the observance of the ethical rules, yama and niyama. Loving kindness and compassion towards all beings. Next one, we're going to glide forward into your cobra. So pull with your arms, allow the belly to just slide down on the ground. Hips come to your hands, lift the chest, bring the head all the way back. Hold the pose, hold the breath. And then sink all the way back, seat behind the heels. So that entry was a little bit troublesome. You can come into baby plank and then drop your hips to your hands on the inhale, lift the head, then hold the breath again. Exhale all the way back. So whichever entry is suitable for you. Inhale. Rise up. Try to imagine you are the body of the snake. Imagine you have that boundless range of motion. And back on the exhale. Copy all beings on all levels, mentally, physically, emotionally. As you hold the pose, just try to exude the grace, the regalness, the wisdom of the serpent. And all the way back, think of all their divine qualities, all the beautiful ways how God's magnificence manifests in each being. We're all divine reflections of God. Take the shoulders down, the head, neck extends out of the shoulders. All the way back on the exhale. Inhale. And forward neck gets to the hands, chest fully open, head goes back. And all the way back on the exhale. Inhale. This time, if you like, come out your fingertips, really press into the fingertips, get the head up high. You can bring your feet up towards the head if you like. Bend the knees, work the knee joints. And back. Don't worry if the feet don't touch the head. Just visualize in your mind happening. Keep practicing and just do the best you can. Feel as though you're squeezing socks behind your knees. Push your chest forward and up. And then all the way back. Inhale. Everything stops on the breath retention. Freeze in the form. And back. Just become one with the form. And again, inhale, come forward. Come up. Again, king cobra or just regular cobra if you like. And keep your legs on the ground if that's your preference. And back on the exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, glide forward. And once again, feel as though all the mind activity, all the body movements and emotions were frozen. Back on the exhale. Rest in child's pose, breathe in and breathe out. Remove all fatigue. the belly and roll onto our backs. Doing tucks here. Extend the arms over the head, reach out, stretch out the legs as well, spread the fingers and toes. Exhale, pull the knees up into the shoulders into a tuck. You do that one slowly here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull in. The thighs come to the belly. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, squeeze in tight. Make your body look like a fist when it's compacted together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, feels all the muscle coming towards the center. All meeting together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale, your body gets warmer, gets used to the action. Exert more power. Inhale. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch out. Make the body torse. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Same movement, but the breathing's a little bit different. Inhale, stretch out. And then hold the breath, come into the tuck. So you can peel your upper back up off the mat. The shoulders come to the knees. And you can bring your forehead to the thumbs above the knees. Do so. Concentrate on the space between the eyebrows. And release, exhale. Inhale again, stretch out long. Feeling the navel lengthening and hollowing out. Hold the breath. Press the thighs into the abdomen. Again, everything stops. The mind becomes quiet. And release, exhale. The goal is to try to keep the mind that same temperament all the way throughout. The emotions under control, calm, and the body moving efficiently and smoothly. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And release. They all feed one another. When the breath is even and steady, the body moves with more ease. Hold the breath, hold the pose. When the body moves efficiently and gracefully, the emotions, as a result, are calmed. Inhale, reach out. And pull in. And so we remain in a non-agitated state, undisturbed, unbothered. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch out. And tuck again, hold the breath. Release. One more. Inhale, reach out. And pull in tightly. Release. Inhale. Exhale, feel all the tension draining out of the body. All the fatigue. Now bring your arms over the head. If you can bring your legs all the way back behind your head and plow pose. And then roll all the way back down. So the feet come down. When the heels are down, lift up to seated. And then pull the body down onto your legs. So you can do this a few times. If you can do this whole action, great. If you need to modify, you can just bend your knees and then just hold the backs of the knees and just roll up this way. So whatever you feel is suitable for you. So just a few more, just to roll it back out. If you're stronger, just keep your arms and legs straight. Wait until the heels are down so you can pull yourself up without lifting your heels up off the ground. Move according to your abilities. Just do a couple more. Good. All right, next time you roll back, get ready to stand. So roll back and then bend your knees, plant your feet, and come right up to standing. So now we'll make our way to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskara. All right. Now stand with your hands in front of the heart. Remember to renounce all the fruits of the practice, let go of all expectations and all attachments to the results. Just do the practice because it must be done. Imagine it as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Raise your arms up over the head, reach up, engage the buttocks as you lean back, and then fold down. Bend your knees if you need to, bring your hands flat on the ground, the belly to your thighs. Right foot back, lower down the knees, sink down to the seat. Come into high plank. Then bring your knees, chest, and forehead down. Glide between your arms, pull yourself forward into the cobra, shoulders back, head back. Roll over your toes, all-encompassing, lift the feet up and back, allow the heart to melt between your shoulder blades. Then the right foot steps forward. If that was difficult, you can lower the back knee down first. If the foot doesn't make it all the way, you can use your right hand to assist it forward. Sink your seat all the way forward. And bring the feet together, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right to standing, reach up and back. Arch back as you see fit. Hands back to the heart. Raise your arms up. Watch the body moving all by itself. Fold the body down. Hands to the ground, Uttanasana. Left foot back. Chest up. Head up. Into the high plank. Lower down knees, chest, and forehead. And glide through between the arms. Smoothly coming into the cobra. Link the moves together seamlessly. Lift the seat up and back. Allow the heart again to fall towards the ground. The head to fall below the arms. Left foot steps forward to the hands. Sink down to the seat. And then the feet come together. Keep the belly to the thighs. Head down. Come right to standing. Reach up. Hands back to the heart. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels natural and comfortable to keep the body, the breath steady and even. Just move the body, the breath will follow. Right foot back, sink down to the seat. And deliver more ease and grace and easiness. Feet together, knees, chest, forehead down now. Follow through with your cobra. Pull with your hands. And all the way back into all-encompassing. Lift the seat up, and the head comes down. Right foot steps forward to the hands. Again, seat nice and low. Work your hips. Feet together. Bow to the legs. Gesture of humility. Come up, reach up. As though in surrender to the highest self within. Hands back to the heart. Reach up. Every movement reflects love and devotion. And bend the knees. Bring your hands down. Chest against the legs. Left foot back. Sink down to the seat. Uncoil, allow the head to lift up and go back into high plank. Down you go, knees, chest, and forehead down. And scoop right through into the cobra. Front of the body nice and long. And back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hollow at the back body, soften the line of the back. Left foot steps forward, softly. No jerky movements, no hard aggressive movements, and no loud noises. Come all the way up. Practice in a way that's pleasing to witness and watch. Remember, it's an offering. Raise your arms up over the head. Stretch. And bring the hands back down. Now from here, look between the hands, or look forward, press into your hands. You can either hop or walk back into Chaturanga, or right down onto the belly. From here, make your way into Cobra again. If you can, lift your hips up off the mat. Slide a little bit forward. You can bend your toes back if you like, under. And from here, imagine you have a hinge at the top of your thighs, and you can pulse back and forth. So imagine you folding the body in half. Push back through the heels. Make like you're howling at the moon like a dog. Good. Roll over your toes, all the way back into downward facing dog. Now here, just pulse again. Just try to push your chest towards the ground, soften the shoulders. Try not to bend the arms if you can. If you're very flexible, you might be able to bring your forehead to the ground, maybe the nose, maybe even the chin. Work according to your abilities again. Good. Feel like a dog stretching out its back and exhibit the loyalty of the dog to its master. Now from here, lift the heels, bend the knees up between your hands, and then either walk or hop your feet forward. Pull the body onto your legs, head down. Come right to stand and reach up and back. Bring the hands back to the heart. Raise your arms again. Stretch the whole front of the body. Try not to make folds in the lower back or the back of the neck. Bring your hands down. Lift the head and chest. Again, press into your hands. Either hop or walk back. Chaturanga or on the belly. Again, your cobra or upper facing dog. Good. Now here we're going to oscillate between two poses. Round the back. And then back into downward facing dog. Soften the line in the back. And then roll forward again. It feels like you're trying to push the heart right up between your shoulder blades. And push it right through the rib basket, the rib cage. And then again, right back, round the back. And then press into your hands, allow the chest to come down towards ground. Come forward again. Tuck the tail under, round the back, and then coil, flex the spine. And back the other way, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. Lift the heels, bend the knees between your hands. And bring your feet forward again. Pull the body against the legs, head down. Come right to standing, reach up and back. And then bring the hands back to the heart. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love towards all beings everywhere. Good, do it for them. And release. So now let's come into some standing poses. Let's start off with tree, and we'll move into other forms from there. Standing on your left foot. Bring the right foot up and press against the inseam of your leg. So anywhere along the leg is fine as long as it's not against the knee. Knees a little bit unstable. Perhaps if you're having trouble balancing, you can keep your toes on the ground, turn your knees out. More flexible, you can bring your knee up to the shoulder and place your foot in the hip crease for lotus. And just try to bring your knee down. So you can keep holding to your foot if you need to, and bring your right hand in front in Yana Mudra. If you want, you can lean forward a little bit. Bring the right arm back behind you and take hold of the elbow, or if you have more reach, take hold of the big toe. And then from here, raise the left arm up. If you don't have a lotus, you can just bring both arms up eventually. Imagine you're a tree, hands together or apart, however you see the tree in your mind. Reach up and look up if you have the balance. Every pose, a divine expression of love. Good. Now from here, release the foot. Bring it right up in front, the knee as high as possible, and cross the leg over the other one. Twist your left a little bit so you can hook your foot around the outside at the back of the left leg. If it doesn't go, just keep your foot hanging there. And then the left arm passes over the right. Intertwine the forearms and press the elbows in front of the shoulders. Let's see if you can keep your back straight as you sink down a little bit more. Again, according to your abilities. If it's too much, you can just rest like this. Okay, and then bring your arms together, forearms together. So you can always do something. Use your creativity to find a form that suits you, where you can find steadiness and ease. Then press back up, release. Try it on the other foot now. Pressing down onto your right foot, raise the left foot up and bring it into your tree. Any position you like, any variation. Hands to the heart and rise up. Really push the foot against the inside of the leg, especially the base of the toes, the toe pads and the heel. You might find they can balance a little bit more easily. Through the practice, you learn the tricks to find steadiness and ease. All the more reason to keep up with the practice every day. Now from here, get ready to go into the next progression. Bring the knee up as high as you can so the leg crosses up higher, and this will make it a little bit easier to eventually take the bind with your legs. The foot pressing against the back of the right leg, arms up to the side, and this time you're doing the eagle, the full eagle, the right arm over the left. Sink down. Do the modifications as you need to. If you fall out of it, just come right back up. Try again. It's the effort that's most important, not the result. And then release, come back up. Good. Now, next variation, plant your left foot down, bring the heel into the right hand from the inside, holding the heel and take your foot out to the side. Ballet pose. So you try to keep your toes and your fingers on the same line. So it might look more like a letter T, or if you're more flexible, bring the leg up higher, close to the shoulder, lean towards your left a little bit. If you're more flexible, try to get your foot close to your fingers and the toes on the same line. This is why you lean to your left a little bit if your leg's up high. Then from here, engage leg muscles so the leg doesn't come crashing down. I'm going to go into another pose from here. So we're going to swing the leg back. If you need to bend your left knee, bring your fingertips, index fingers on the ground, and raise your right leg up higher. And then from here, fly the arms out to the side. If you don't have to touch the ground in between, then try not to. Arch the back. The head comes down low about the height of the knee, but you try to get your foot higher than the head. Feel like an eagle soaring through the air. Good. Press into your left foot and come back. So explore two versions of the eagle in that closed position where it's ready to take flight and flying free. So try the other side now. Step on your right foot, take hold of your left heel, and see if you can bring your arm and leg out at the same time. Push your foot out to the side. If you're having trouble with this one, you can hold just underneath the knee and just try to push into your leg. Try to straighten the leg as best as you can. Again, if you're more flexible, you bring the leg up right close to the shoulder. Lean a little bit to the right. Push your chest up. Be magnificent like the dancer. Now engage legs, the left leg, so it doesn't come flying down and crashing to the ground. Always move with control. And then bend your right knee a little bit so you can bring your belly onto your thigh. Take your arms out to the side and then re-engage, reinforce that right leg again. Engage the muscles below and above the knee and fly. So you can get your left leg up higher. And then release, come back up. Good. So now we're going to come to the back of the mat. Bring the left foot forward, slide it forward. Bend the knee, warrior one. Raise your arms up over the head. Bring the head back, look up. You can keep your hands apart if it's too much for your shoulders. Keep your hands apart. So you keep your hands together, I mean. And express devotion. Say with this pose, I'm yours to do service. Now if you can't, if you have trouble with your hip, to turn it completely square, you can lift your back heel up. And rise up again. If you need to bring your knee to the ground, that's all good too. Now from here, lower the knee down, completely flatten out the toe. And from here, you can take hold of your opposite elbows and push your head back into the arms. Feels like you're lying on your back. Lean away from the leg. Option to modify, bring your hands to your knee, push your chest up, and push firmly into your knee as you lean back. Straighten your arms. Try to get your body to go back without bending at the lower back. If you have more flexibility, you can do Kapyasana. The arms come close, the elbows come close to the head, the hands come together, index fingers press together, form the shape of a crescent moon. Lift up to the chest. And then come back up, press into your hands, into the knee and come up a little bit. Slide the left foot in, turn to the right, Sukha Virabhadrasana. Shoulders down, extend the fingertips. And come down, the left hand comes down, the right arm comes up. Sukha Trikonasana. Pull the right arm back, left shoulder stays with the left knee on the inside. Now from here, if you like, you take the right arm behind the back, slip your left shoulder down a little bit, so you can take your left arm underneath the leg and take a bind. Lock your fingers together, or hold your right wrist to your left hand. Not over the seat, beside the seat, on the thigh, on the outside of the thigh, right? The shoulder goes back. Now from here, you can stay here, or bend the toes under, lean towards your front foot a little bit, and see if you can take the knee off the ground, Paschimottanasana. Again, these are all options. Go to where you find your edge. Then release. Bring your hands back down to the ground, turn forward, right knee down if it wasn't already, and then come up. Slide your left foot in a little bit so your legs are like a box. Right arm up. You can start with your right hand on the outside of the knee, left hand on the seat. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to your left, twist all the way as far as you can. With each breath, go a little bit further. With each exhale, twist a little bit more. Try to have your chest fully open to alongside the mat. Look over your left shoulder. If this is too easy, Parivrtta Paschimottanasana, Sukha Parivrtta Paschimottanasana. Start. Raise your right arm up, ankle the toe and the knee towards the right. You want to have the armpit sitting on the outside of the knee. Left hand pushes down the right. It starts at the shoulders at first, but as you push down, the chest comes up, the belly comes higher than the thigh, so the chest comes to your thumbs. And then roll the right shoulder back. You can stay here, or you can bend the toes under and lift the back knee up. The revolve version. Try to get your chest and face to turn up. If you know the variations, go ahead. If you want to take the bind, you pull your arm down so the armpit is firmly sitting against the back outside the knee. Use the left hand to guide the hand underneath. And the left hand goes over the back and hold the left wrist as your right hand. Pull the left shoulder all the way back. Push the back knee up on the right leg. Lower the knee down. Release. Bring your hands on the inside of the foot. Move the left foot out a little bit more so it's on going towards the edge of the mat. Your knee stays over the foot. Roll to the right. See if you can get the right forearm and the right hip to come down. Roll back to your left. See if your left forearm can come down. If you can't get your arms down, your elbows down, just stay on your hands and keep telescoping your chest forward. And really sink through the hips. Feel like you're doing a cobra here. Feel as though the hips are attracted to the ground by strong magnetic force. And then maybe eventually the belly will come down, followed by the chest. And at some point, we might look exactly like that lizard sunning itself on a warm earth. Just keep picturing yourself in the form, and then perhaps that visualization will help you to go deeper and attain it. Make sure your knee's not falling out to the side. Keep it close to the shoulder. The knee is over the heel. So line it up. So we're going to come back. Plant the toes under. Make your way into plank position. Good. Now from here, bring the seat back. Breathe in. Breathe out again. Melt the heart towards the ground. Allow the head to come down. And then bring a right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. So again, you can keep your heel lifted as you come up. If this is easier for you to keep your hips square, then you can stay like this. Hands apart or separate or together. Or if you can bring your back foot flat on the ground. Try not to turn to your left. Keep your hips square, looking up beyond your fingertips. Again, the expression of divine devotion towards the highest self. From here, lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. Take your variation of crescent moon. Press your hands into your knee. Keep your arms straight, pushing directly into the knee and lean back. Keep raising the chest up. On the inhale to lengthen your torso before you lean back so you don't bend too much at the lower back. Or you can take other expressions. Just allow the head to rest in your arms. Lean back like you're lying on your back, relaxing. Push your chest up. Or bring your hands together, Kali Mudra. Lose yourself in the pose. Radiate your inner light. Now lift the chest, come back up, press into the front knee, and then come more upright. Bring the right foot in, so heels underneath the knee, bend the toes under the back foot. Turn to your left, Sukha Virabhadrasana. Extend through the arms, strong and mighty like the warrior. And then just bring the right hand down. The inside foot, left arm comes up. The knee stays with your shoulder, pull the left arm back. You can stay like this. Or if you want, you can see if you can take the bind. So you just sink down, the shoulder comes a little bit closer in to the inside knee. Lean down so you can bring your right arm, so the whole arm goes underneath the leg. And then left arm just swings down, catch the wrist with your right hand, pull the left shoulder back or lock your fingers together. Again, make sure you're not trying to bind over the seat, it's more of a reach, just beside your right thigh, just beside the seat. And if you can bend the toes under, turn the foot, Purification. Make sure your hips not jutting up, straight line from foot to the head. Pull the right shoulder back. Break the pose. Bring the hands back down, turn forward, lower the back knee down and fills up. Slide the right foot in. Do it this way so you can see another orientation. Left arm up, take the hand to the outside of the knee, right hand to the seat. Inhale, push the seat in, push the hand into the seat and pull down at the same time. Rise up, taller, exhale, turn towards your right. Keep pressing the knee and the toes towards the left as you twist. Keep your back straight. If this is too easy, Purification. Start with the easy version reverse with your knee on the ground, left arm up, and then bring the arm down. So the arm could be dancing on the outside of the knee. Hands start the shoulders when they're coming together, but then push firmly right hand to the left. The belly comes higher than the thigh, and roll the right shoulder back. Keep pushing against the outside of the knee. Eventually you want to have your chest and your face turned straight up. Pull the right hip back, head forward, and if you want, you can take your back knee up off the ground. For a more active pose, you want to take a bind, go ahead, use the right hand to guide, push the left elbow in, and then the arm underneath. And then join, put your right arm over your back, and hold it with your right hand at the wrist. Break the pose, come down, knee down, hands to the inside of the foot, walk the right foot out to the edge of the mat, and then so you can scoot your left foot back, roll to your left, see if your left hip and your left forearm can come down, roll to the right, and then try to get the right forearm down as well. Otherwise, stay on your hands, keep stretching forward. Make sure your knee's not again falling out to the side. Move the foot out as much as you need to keep your knee and your foot in the same line. And then creep forward. The more you lengthen, the more you stretch forward, the more the body will come closer to the ground. Eventually, you may be right on the ground. Fix your gaze like a lizard. Doesn't blink. Just imagine how a lizard looks like in your mind. Always just calm, not a care in the world, just lying in the sun. Come to that same place of ease in your body. And from here, you can come back. Bring your hands where your elbows were if you're on the ground. Come back into plank position. So from here, Vasisthasana. Move your left hand in front of the nose. Turn to your right so that your right leg will come across in front of the other one. And raise your right arm up. Make sure you don't drop into your shoulder. Keep your left arm fully extended. Left hand's a little bit in front of the shoulder. Push your hips up a little bit higher. And push your hips forward. Feel like a kite being blown from behind. If you want to do other variations, you can. You can bring right foot on top of left. You can float it up like a star. Or you can bring it, sorry, that wasn't very good. So you bring your leg up here like this, or you can bring your toes right alongside the left knee, spin on your hand into Wild Thing. Push your hips up, turn your left foot a little bit as well, 45 degrees. And then coming back, keep your hip high, spin on your left heel to palm, return to high plank. And then right hand comes in front of the nose, turn towards your left leg crosses in front of the right, and then left arm lifts up. Push your hips forward. Again, if you want to try variations, go ahead. Left foot stacks on top of the right, and raise the leg up. Push your hips forward, or bend your knee, and bring your toes down alongside the right knee, and then spin on your hand, come into wild thing. Hips up. Right foot turned at 45 degrees. Press the base of the big toe down. And then return. Keep your hip high. Spin on heel in your palm. Back into down facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then lower your knees down onto the ground. From here, sit back onto your heels. Sukha Gomukhasana. Bring the right arm up. Take your left hand to the elbow and push the elbow back behind the head so the hand comes further down between your shoulder blades. Okay. And then lift up through the chest, push the heart up from and forward from behind, allow the head to go up. Sink the shoulders down. Sink your seat onto your heels without dropping your body down into the hips. If you want, you can take your left arm around if you have the mobility and bring up the back, lock the fingers together and pull down the hand further down the back. Your head centered between the elbows. Push the back of the head into the right arm. And tuck your chin in, allow your elbow to come down, and do the other side. Left arm up. So spin the arm bone inwards so the eye of the elbow is facing back, and use the right hand to guide the elbow down, further back behind the head, so the hand comes further down the back. Push into the back of the heart, lift up. Drop the shoulders, sink down through the seat. If you like, the right arm goes up the back. Lock the fingers together and pull on the hands. Lose yourself in the sensations. Again. And release. Good. So come into Plow Pose. Bring your forehead down onto the ground from your knees, hands beside your feet, and then just lift up your hips so your seat is over the knees. You feel a stretch in the back of the neck. If it's too much, you can just move your head forward a little bit so that you're more on the top of the head, not on the back of the head. So you can stay here if this is where your comfort level is. Push, imagine trying to push the belly button right through your lower back. If you want, you can do other variations. You can do teddy bear, the wrists in line with your knees, and then lift your seat. Walk your feet forward so your seat comes over your shoulders. And then you can press your knees against, just underneath the knees against your elbows. You can just bounce from one toe to the other, lift one toe at a time, one toes to the one foot at a time. Just dance, or you can bend your toes back, maybe put both feet up, the toes up off the ground. Stay here, or you can see if you can bring your knees up, your feet higher, move your knees in a little bit closer to the shoulders. If you feel comfortable, press into your hands and roll up into your headstand. So you can keep your legs split if you like. It's a little bit more stable. One foot in front, one foot in back. More advanced, you come onto your fingertips. One at a time, move your hands into finger stand, your palms facing towards you, fingers equally spread. Press into your head, down into your head, and then see if you can release one finger at a time until you're just on the fingers, index fingers. The more weight you have on the head, the more you can just take your dependency off your fingers or your hands. your legs bent, feet flexed. And then coming back down, softly, back into child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. Roll all the way up. Find your way onto your back. So scooch forward, more to the front of the mat. So from here you can go roll into shoulder stance. Roll back, press into your arms and send your feet back behind your head. And move your hands together if you can to get your arms behind your back. Bring your hands to your mid-back, the heels, the hands in the mid-back, and then if it's too much to raise your legs all the way, you can keep your knees close to your shoulders or forehead, or you can lift up a little bit more, allow your seat to sink into your hands. You can have your legs at an angle, so whatever is good for you. Eventually, however, you try to push your hips all the way forward and extend your toes up so that you find a straight line from the toes to the chin. Move your arms this way. Try to bring your elbows closer together. Your hands together first when you're in plow pose, so you can get that height. Hands supporting. If you have a lotus, go ahead. Go into your lotus. Make the mind more one-pointed. All the attention to the space between the eyebrows. Nothing to do, nowhere to go but deeper within. Go beyond the body, the mind, and the emotions. Hinge up the hips. Slowly, with control, engage your core so you can bring your feet down softly behind your head for plow pose. If it's too much, you can come into happy baby pose. You bring your seat down all the way. You hold your feet and you can just press your thighs down beside your body. So this is an option for if you can't be comfortable in this plow pose. Too much pressure on the neck or the shoulders, then do the happy baby. From plow, you can also drop your thighs against your body, your knees on either side of the head, right on the shoulders. Withdraw from your senses. Close off the ears and the eyes so you're not distracted by the sight of the sounds. Go deeper within. Gateways come out. Bring your hands behind your back, palms down, index fingers and thumb tips touching. Roll down. And when your seat lands on the wrists, bring your legs down until they reach halfway down, 45 degrees. And then take a half breath in and lift your torso up. So you're sitting like a V or it looks like a check mark. And bring your elbows closer together. Push your chest up, your shoulders go back. And bring the top of the head to the ground. If it's too much, keep your legs up. Just bring your legs all the way down. Really push your chest up. And then breathe very fast for a bit. Like pants like a puppy, but do it through your nose. Bring your legs down. If you're up and release, come onto your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now from here, bring your knees into your chest. Actually, bring your knees more to your shoulders, so separate your knees a little bit. Hands on the shins and press the thighs down on the other side of the abdomen. The seat stays down. From here, bring your hands to the inside, arms to the inside of the legs, and interlace your fingers beneath your feet, the outer edge of the feet, and push your knees away. And so you can pull your heels right towards the root of the body. Keep pushing your knees further away from you, like you're sitting on the ground flat with your knees on the ground. Good. And then bring your knees back together. Bring your legs up straight, and then so you can pull your thighs onto your chest. Try not to lift your seat up. Bring your thumbs to the hip crease and roll the thighs down so the hips drop a little bit. And then bring your legs towards your body again. And see if you can get your shins closer to your body as well, the feet coming towards the face. You can press down on the backs of on the calves here, on the backs of the shins. From here, slide your hands to the backs of the knees and tuck your chin in. Lift your seat a little bit, give momentum to sit right up. Good. Now from here, bench pose, bring your hands behind your back, lift up the hips, throw your hips up, chest high, the head back. Again, breathe very fast in nose like a sniffing dog. Chin in, lower down. Good. Cross the ankles, come onto your knees, bring your toes under, and lift up on your knees. Lean back, press your hands into your hips, lean back, right hand to the right heel, left hand to left heel. And then slip your heels together, lock your baby fingers together. And then move your hands so the thumb and the index fingers are supporting the heel, the thumb on the inside, index fingers on the outside. And then push your hips all the way forward like you're about to fall on your thighs. Lift the chest up, allow the head to go all the way back. Pressing to the base of toes, push your heels back so you don't fall forward. Keep feeling as though your weights, your hips were about to fall right on the ground. They're heavy. Controlled movement. From here, press firmly heels into your heels and palms into the heels. Lean back, right hand to the right seat, side seat, left hand, left side of seat. And push yourself back up. Good. From here, bring your fingertips on the ground, beside your knees, just behind your shoulders, and then inhale arch the back. Exhale around the back, push the belly, throw the belly button through the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, and then sit back on your heels, bring your feet out in front. Knees together, shins together, feet together. Left hand behind the back, left arm up. Bring the right forearm to the left forearm to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right. Push the knee against the shoulder. Keep the knees together as well. Tussle the neck out of the shoulders. Turn your chest completely. Eventually the whole body twist, the chin over the back shoulder. And come back, go to the other side. Left hand down the center back. Make sure you don't bring your hand too far away. Keep it right against the back so that your back stays straight and you don't lean back. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, push against the knee again with the right elbow, with the left knee against the left knee, outside. Feels like you can see right through your skin, the spine turning. And then break the pose, lie down on your back. Ease your way down softly. Just lie for a few moments in corpse pose. Just be like a corpse. Just inhale. All the tension comes together. Just gather up all the tension in the body. All the efforts. Exhale. Just funnel them right out of the body. Let it all go. Sigh out through the mouth. So you gives you a audible cue to let go of everything. And then do this 2 more times. Inhale, gather up all the tension in the body. Exhale, just allow it to drain out completely, leaving the body soft, all the muscles soft. And the body just heavy. And 1 more time. Inhale. Draw on any residual tension and any negativity, anything in whatever form it exists, emotional tension or anything like that. Any negative feelings, gather them up on the inhale. Exhale, send it all out of the body, out of the mind, out of sight. And with all that, when you rid yourself of all that, you make yourself more spacious, more open to receiving all the gifts of the practice. So now the inhale, imagine you're drawing in the best of the universe, everything that you need. All the energy from all beings around you, all their positive energy and love. Direct it right to this spiritual heart again. On the exhale, imagine it going out to all beings everywhere. In fact, all beings reside within because God resides within and God is present in all beings. Do this 2 more times. Inhale. Bring in the best, everything you need, which is ultimately what everybody needs too. Exhale, send it out to all beings everywhere. Through that divine connection within, right in the spiritual heart. Last time, inhale. Holding everything that you brought in your heart. Exhale, send it out to all beings everywhere. Continue to be a channel through which you impart love, kindness, compassion to all beings. For that is the nature of God, and therefore that is your nature as well. And when you come from a place, act out of a place of compassion and love, this comes back to you in a positive way. Positive outcomes come. And perhaps when people see you in that state of contentment, that will motivate them to do likewise, to follow your example. Continue to be a shining beacon for all beings everywhere. Prepare to sit. Come back into the body. Move in a gentle, quiet, and mindful and reverent way to come back into seated position. Once you're seated, just take your attention to this heart. Again, the spiritual heart within. Imagine a bright glowing flame that turns into a big, shining, warm orb. It is the spiritual sun that blazes within. Keep your mind fixed on that heart and keep with the practice to keep that orb burning brightly and warmly. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. beautiful day.